Very cool. And individually, do you feel like you have to kind of put on two hats as manager versus mom, or has it truly become like one thing for you?
I think a little bit. Even in the early phase, like there was a moment with the family where I was sort of behaving as the manager, but we really hadn't had that discussion. Like, am I the manager? Like, is that what we want? So there was a moment where, the family was like, no, you're the manager. Like, you're going to have to,
They're like, we don't want to
somebody.
deal with that.
Well, it never, you always have to have somebody that's holding the strings, right?
Sure.
So there was for me, that was I'm a busybody anyway. I like to do all the things. So I was functioning in that capacity just because it's my natural instinct to do so. But in that moment where there was sort of like this, and everybody's roles had kind of just become clearer anyway, because everybody had a different contribution piece. So in terms of being Aria's mom specifically within it, sure, her and I definitely had a moment where we're like, okay, you're going to have to remember that when it comes to the band, I'm the manager, not mom. Like you have to, and that's a two-sided thing. Like me being able to give advice and guidance to the band and them to hear it as a manager and not mom or Aria's mom is important. But also for me to be able to give that guidance and being objective about it around, here's the things I think that could happen and where we should go. But also I think the band 100% understands nobody will ever fight harder for them, and nobody will be more trustworthy in the positions that we're in than we are right now. And that's what we're trying to guide them towards, is making sure that when they, in the future are choosing team members and people to support them, that they have to build those relationships based on trust first.